so funny how people are so like free and almost arrogant with their advice. And I'm just like, why would I listen to you? You don't even ask me for any advice.
Kanye West is publicly apologizing. The rapper, who last month tweeted and then deleted a post questioning the mental capacity of Jay-Z and Beyonce's 7-year-old twins.
They're retarded. No, like literally. That's what Kanye posted about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids.
Nah, that's why I tweeted that, because I knew I had the power.
And a few months later, Jay walked on stage in Paris and made sure the whole world knew Kanye was dead to him. That bar used to be, just might let you meet Ye. But this time, Jay swapped Ye for Bey. No screaming, no diss track, just one word and a death sentence. It didn't start with disrespect. It started with admiration, gratitude, but also jealousy.
We don't come from the same mom and dad, but you know, I watched Kanye from without an album.
Back in 2007, Kanye released a song called Big Brother. On the surface, it was a tribute to Jay-Z, but underneath the praise, the frustration was loud and clear. Only thing I want to know is why I get looked over, Kanye rapped. I guess Big Brother was thinking a little different and kept Little Brother at bay, at a distance. He even complained that Jay collaborated with Coldplay, something Kanye himself had been planning for months. The song didn't diss Jay outright, but it was the first sign that Ye felt pushed aside. Jay, meanwhile, never fully saw Kanye as one of them. In a 2005 interview with Time magazine, Jay said, "We all grew up street guys who had to do whatever we had to do to get by. Then there's Kanye, who, to my knowledge, has never hustled a day in his life. I didn't see how it could work." Still, when Watch the Throne dropped in 2011, it looked like they had worked through the tension. One of the biggest albums of the decade, sold-out stadium tours, matching black Maybachs. But behind the scenes, it was chaos. Jay later told the New York Times they had 4-day arguments. Their entourages were constantly clashing. Kanye wanted to control everything: the stage design, the visuals, even how Jay should rap his verses. But the real fracture came in 2014. Kanye married Kim Kardashian in a castle in Florence, Italy. The wedding was a media frenzy, but Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't show up. Years later, Kanye told Charlemagne the God, "I was hurt about them not coming to the wedding. I understand they were going through some things, but if it's family, you're not going to miss a wedding." Kanye took that as betrayal, and it only got worse. In 2016, Kim Kardashian was robbed at gunpoint in Paris. A traumatic, headline-dominating moment.
From Paris tonight, a brazen robbery netting the thieves millions of dollars in jewels. It happened in the middle of the night, the robbery leaving reality TV star Kim Kardashian tied up, shaken, but okay.
Kanye expected his big brother to pull up. Instead, Jay-Z just called. On stage during his St. Pablo tour, Kanye ranted, "Don't call me after the robbery and say, 'How you feeling?' You want to know how I'm feeling? Come by the house. Bring the kids by the house, like we're brothers." But Jay never showed. No visit, no solidarity, no sign of family. That was the moment Kanye stopped holding back. What had once been a creative rivalry was about to become a personal war. After the robbery, Kanye expected something deeper, a real-life visit, a "we got you" moment from J&B. But that never came, and the silence hurt more than any diss track ever could. In 2017, Jay finally responded, not with a phone call, but with bars. On his 444 album, in the opening track, Kill Jay-Z, he rapped, "You gave him 20 million without blinking. He gave you 20 minutes on stage. F was he thinking?" It was a surgical strike, calm, controlled, but direct. Jay was done being silent. That line referenced a behind-the-scenes deal where Jay-Z had reportedly advanced Kanye $20 million through Tidal for a joint tour. And what did Kanye do in return? Go on stage and rant about Beyonce and Jay-Z in front of 20,000 fans. Still, after 2017, things went quiet, at least publicly. From 2018 to 2022, they didn't appear together, didn't collaborate, didn't speak on each other's names. But the damage was already baked in. Jay-Z focused on growing Roc Nation and reforming the NFL's image. Beyonce dominated music and business. And Kanye was spiraling. Between public meltdowns, canceled shows, political rants, and bizarre interviews, it became harder to separate the art from the chaos. At one point, he was wearing MAGA hats. Then he was saying slavery was a choice.
I've been distracted and manipulated, and I allowed things that, you know, my mama made me to never be manipulated and
still, Jay-Z never clapped back. No interviews, no tweets, not even a reaction. Whether it was indifference or quiet disgust, nobody could say for sure. But one thing was clear: the throne they once built together was collecting dust. By the time 2025 arrived, Kanye was already deep in controversy, but what he did next crossed a line no one thought he'd ever touch. On March 18, 2025, Kanye posted something that shocked even his most loyal fans. The tweet read, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're retarded." No, like literally. And this is why artificial insemination is a blessing. Having retarded children is a choice. It wasn't a jab. It wasn't trolling. It was a direct attack on Jay-Z and Beyonce's 7-year-old twins, Rumi and Sir Carter. The post was deleted, but only for a moment. Kanye reposted it shortly after with a defiant follow-up. "If Twitter take my shit down, then so be it, but I need y'all to know Jay-Z or nobody have no power over me." And he didn't stop there. Hours later, he tripled down with a third post. "At least Jay-Z and Beyonce get to raise their retarded-ass kids. Ain't no celebrity ever said nothing to come to my aid when it came to these white women taking my kids." It wasn't just offensive, it was sick, and it hit a place no rap beef ever had before: someone's children. The internet exploded.
Did you hear what Kanye said about Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids?
I saw that. I read that.
He said, "Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're retarded."
Celebrities, fans, even some of Kanye's longtime defenders went quiet. Beyonce's mom, Tina Knowles, posted a cryptic but pointed message on Instagram that same day. A picture of a melting snowman with the caption, "What happens when a snowman throws a tantrum? He has a meltdown." Y'all know that's funny. It was icy, subtle, but everyone knew who it was aimed at. Then Beyonce's father, Matthew Knowles, broke the family silence in a direct interview with TMZ. "People pay a price for being stupid, especially in the music industry," he said. "I'm hopeful Kanye gets the type of help he needs in terms of mental health." Behind the scenes, it got even more serious. Page 6 reported that Jay-Z and Beyonce were discussing how to handle the situation legally. A source close to the family told the outlet they will absolutely not stand for it. Whether it's handled privately or through legal channels is still up for discussion. For most artists, this would be career-ending, but Kanye wasn't done yet. Because after all that, the public dragging, the media fallout, the industry disgust, he posted something no one expected: an apology. On April 10th, 2025, he wrote, "I'm sorry, Jay-Z. I be feeling bad about my tweet, but I still feel I gave my life to this industry and thought so many people were my family. But when I needed family on some real shit, none of these rap nods had my back." It almost sounded real, regretful, broken. But less than 24 hours later, he followed it up with another post that torched whatever was left. Do Beyonce ever let Jay get pissy? I mean, like at least a couple times. In the weeks after Jay-Z's Paris moment, Kanye went silent. No rants, no tweets, no interviews. Then, on June 1st, he posted a simple message on X. "All my dreams have been about apologizing to Jay-Z." No context, no video, just that. Some fans took it as a sign of remorse. Maybe he finally realized what he'd done. Maybe, somewhere in his fractured mind, he wished he could rewind the clock, back to the Watch the Throne days, before things got personal. But most fans weren't buying it. The responses were brutal. "You dreamed of apologizing, but still called his kids retarded. Too late. You crossed the line, and now you're alone. Nah, you wanted sympathy, you got consequences instead." This wasn't just a bad tweet or a bad moment. This was months, years of bridge burning finally catching up to Ye. Even his dreams couldn't fix what he destroyed. And Jay, still silent. He didn't post a quote, didn't retweet, didn't even like a comment. Because once someone talks about your children, there's no comeback. No studio reunion, no handshake, no throne to rebuild. One step forward, 20 off the cliff. For the culture, it was deja vu. We'd seen Kanye sabotage himself before, but never like this. For Jay-Z, it was radio silent. Not a quote, not a lyric, not a whisper, until Paris. On June 22nd, 2025, Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour rolled into Paris. Stade de France. Nearly 80,000 fans packed in. No one expected Jay-Z to show up. He wasn't on the flyer. He hadn't made a public appearance in months. But mid-set, out of nowhere, the beat for Niggas in Paris dropped. The crowd went insane. That song, one of the greatest from Watch the Throne, was a piece of history, a reminder of when Kanye and Jay ruled the world together. Jay-Z walked out alone, And then he delivered the line. Ball so hard, got a broke clock. Rollies that don't tick-tock, just might let you meet, bae. It was subtle, cold, devastating, because that bar originally was, just might let you meet Ye. One word changed, and with it, Jay erased Kanye from the legacy they built together. In the VIP section, Tina Knowles filmed the moment on her phone. You could see Cardi B and Kelly Rowland dancing and rapping along. No one missed the lyric change. It went viral within the hour. Fans posted side-by-side edits showing the original and the Paris version. The YouTube comments filled up with messages like, "Yup, Ye is dead to him FR. That one word hit harder than a whole diss track. Jay just buried Ye in front of 80,000 people. Jay didn't raise his voice. He didn't diss him. He didn't even say his name. He just made sure Ye's wasn't there anymore." To understand the weight of Jay's one-word diss, you have to remember what Watch the Throne meant. When it dropped in 2011, it wasn't just an album. It was a movement. Jay-Z and Kanye, two of the biggest forces in hip-hop, black excellence, luxury rap, stadium ambition, Rockefeller legacy, ego and genius locked in the same room. Tracks like Otis, No Church in the Wild, and Niggas in Paris became instant classics. They weren't just hits, they were blueprints. A celebration of everything hip-hop could become when two giants worked as one. They pushed each other, challenged each other, outbossed each other. Kanye brought the spectacle, Jay brought the control, and somehow it balanced. Fans didn't just love the music, they loved them. The dynamic, the brotherhood, the competition. Ye would smile like a kid when Jay walked on stage. Jay would smirk when Ye tried to outshine him. It was chaotic, magnetic, and rare. But now, that energy is gone. You can't listen to Niggas in Paris the same way. You hear that bar just let you meet Ye, and all you feel is distance, regret. The sound of a friendship that meant everything turned to dust. Some fans still hold out hope. Maybe they'll reconcile in their 60s. Maybe there'll be a last tour. But the ones who really paid attention, they know the throne is falling and neither one is climbing back up. That concert wasn't just a performance. It was a public execution, not of Kanye's career, but of the friendship they once had. Fans weren't celebrating the diss, they were mourning the fallout, because at one point, this was the most powerful duo in hip-hop. Watch the Throne was more than an album. It was a cultural reset. Two black billionaires taking the stage together, pushing each other creatively, standing side by side when no one else could match them. But now, Jay's Rock Nation empire continues to grow, managing artists, athletes, and entire movements. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour is breaking records worldwide. And Kanye, he's isolated, ranting, burned every bridge he ever walked across. And when he tried to cross the final one, the one built with trust, legacy, and brotherhood, he set it on fire himself. Some fans hoped that lyric change was just a moment, a temporary thing. But weeks went by, no follow-up, no reconciliation. And then in July, Kanye posted once more, "All my dreams have been about apologizing to Jay-Z." But this time, no one cared. No blogs picked it up, no interviews reacted, no response from Jay. It was like the industry had moved on and left Kanye behind. It started with a skipped wedding, then a missed hospital visit, then tweets, rants, personal attacks, and finally, children. Kanye crossed the line no artist ever should. And when the moment came, Jay-Z didn't clap back. He didn't scream. He didn't diss him bar for bar. He waited, patient, silent, until the biggest stage, the perfect line, the loudest quiet in hip-hop history, just might let you meet B. And with one word, Ye was gone.